They'll tell you that they want to be romanticized, but when women are young, they want to be desired. Only when women are older do they want to be romanticized. And Robin, she's while in her prime, she's actually a little bit out of her prime, but she's still close to it. So it just goes to show you this is just helping confirm and reaffirm that women actually like these arousing traits. That's where you get these bad boys and these non-committal types. And why do women like bad boys and those bad boy archetypes? Because bad boys and those type of guys typically have traditionally masculine behavior. And the first step to having those traditionally masculine behaviors is rule number one. Men and women are not the same. A man that understands that can't believe or even move and behave in a way that these feminists say men should move and behave, that scream about equality. Those men understand from the gate that we're not equal, we're not the same, and therefore they move and behave in that way as well.
Throwing a party in 2 hours. Okay, bye.
So what I'm trying to state is that the type of man that most women find arousing typically don't have the mindset that men and women are equal. And moreover, this mindset influences traits these men have, which in turn influences behavior. And these traits and behaviors, which are influenced by that specific mindset, are what arouses most women. Now, this is typically why most women are attracted to bad boys, because of the specific traits and behaviors they display. And just like the stats we looked at earlier in the show, both men and women alike shows the character of a man in the workforce by these perceived traits and behaviors.
What are you doing? Robin shows up. I got it all planned out. She steps through the door. And where's Ted? Not eagerly waiting by the door. No, I'm across the room at my drafting table, showing some foxy young thing all my cool architecture stuff. So Robin strolls over, and I casually give her one of these. Hey, what's up?
Now, what you see happening here is Ted trying to balance both sides of the coin. He's trying to keep himself attractive, but also arousing to Robin. Now, this is why he is very calm and collected while he's talking to the other girl. Then he goes back into the conversation with the other girl to give off that air of being nonchalant. He wants to portray himself as somebody that just goes with the flow. He is again being casual. And you will see him trying to maintain that balance between the two, which is not caring too much, but at the same time caring just enough to intrigue the female, which is Robin. So let's continue on and watch how this plays out.
She says, hey, nice place, etc., etc. And then I say, well, make yourself at home. And I casually return to my conversation. Then, an hour later, you're still here? I say, like I don't really care. But it's a nice surprise. And then very casually, wanna see the roof? The roof. Get her up to the roof, and the roof takes care of the rest. What's so special about the roof?
Oh, the moon, the stars, the shimmering skyline. You can't not fall in love on that.
We do it up there sometimes. Solid plan, my little friend. We're the same height. But may I say,
Ted is trying to strike a balance here between the nice guy and the carefree Chad. Now, what you see Ted doing here is what I discussed in my thesis, and that is Ted is attempting to mimic the unrealistic idea of the type of mate most women search for. A masculine man who is open and thoughtful.
but may I suggest one little modification? That foxy young thing you were chatting up, take her up to the roof and have sex with her. Crazy monkey style. That's not the plan. It should be the plan. I mean, look at her. Ted, look at her. She's smoking.
Cute.
But she's not Robin. Exactly. Ted, let's wrap.
Okay, so Barney is actually trying to give Ted sound advice on his issue with trying to attract Robin. And that is take the hot girl that you're actually talking to in the scenario, take her upstairs and have sex with her. And how does Ted respond? By saying that's not part of the plan. And That is because Ted, like most modern men, believe in this idea of finding the one. And I'll talk about this a little bit later. But what Barney is actually telling Ted is actually more beneficial to him instead of trying to pine over Robin to try to attract Robin to him. If she was aroused by Ted, she would naturally attract to him anyway. But again, Ted says that's not part of the plan. Well, it should be. Look at her. Look how hot she is. She's smoking. And this actually illuminates another truth that I like to talk about on the show, and that is women love the attention that they get from being desired. Even though this girl and Barney aren't really interacting, she says thank you to Barney because, like most modern women, she enjoys the attention from being desired.
Statistic. At every New York party, there's always a girl who has no idea whose party she's at. She knows no one you know, and you will never see her again. Do you see where I'm going? How with this? Barney. Scoping. Scoping.
And you're a dork.
Now, Barney is actually trying to equip Ted with the actions he should be taking to appear more arousing to Robin. By engaging with this other attractive woman, Robin would find Ted more arousing, and even if she didn't, Ted would still have the other attractive woman. So it's a win-win.